All right.
Hi, everybody. It's Cassie coming back live on Crowd Chat. And I have a special guest with us today, AnnaMaria Jackson-Phelps. The longest name I've had to say so far, I think. But it's fine. AnnaMaria is a editor-in-chief for Girls Game Shelf. They are a content creation channel, and she also is a marketing consultant. And I invited her to come on the show because I wanted to see if she could answer some questions and just share some of her wisdom about marketing, because we have a lot of publishers and indie publishers that come on the show and they come on the show and they also come to ask questions about what it is that they need to do to bring in their crowd. Anyway, now that I've talked enough, do you want to jump right into some of the questions that I have, or do you have anything that you wanted to start off with?
Not that I can think of. Let's jump in with some questions.
Okay, so the first question that I had for you is, when you first get a client, what kind of questions do you ask them to figure out what it is their needs are, so you know how you can help them?
Well, the first thing I ask is, what's the purpose? What do you want to accomplish with your game? Who's your audience? Did you make this for, Y moms? Did you make this for hardcore, war gamers?
Mm-hmm.
Who is the intended audience of the game? Is going to inform you how you're going to lay out your marketing plan. Without knowing who you're marketing to, it's impossible for you to come up with any type of strategy insofar as that.
That's true. So if a client doesn't know what their target market is, do you help them figure out if you do help them figure that out, how do you determine what they're looking to market to?
Well, usually, we sit down, talk a little bit about the game, and then I'll start asking, okay, if you could imagine a group of people sitting around the table playing this game, having the absolute best time, getting the best experience and best, just general fun out of it, who would that be? And sometimes if you don't start with the audience question and you just say, who table and play this, they'll answer that question without thinking about it, because they're usually designing towards someone. They just don't think of them as an audience. They just
That's true. Yeah, you can see who like you're saying, you can see who's sitting at the table playing your game, but if you don't really think about it as your target market, you're not going to put the two together. So I guess
exactly.
Yeah, sometimes you just need an outside hand to come in and do that for you. So
it's not something you just think of. So
it's not. So if you help them figure out their target market, and once you know what their target market is, do you help them figure out like a budget of what they are going to work towards? Or if they don't know their budget, do you help them calculate what would be best for them to do?
We do talk about, do they have a budget?
Yeah, that's true.
Because, sometimes people come in and they either don't know, what that number should be, or don't think that there should be much there. But marketing is how you reach folks. Word of mouth is great, but even that takes time, and time is money, so working on a budget is hugely important when you're moving to execute your marketing plan. Because you're going to need funds in some way or form, whether or not it's time, whether or not it's paying someone for their time to take care of things, whether it's ads, all of these different things do cost money. So those are the things we usually go over while we're talking about budgets.
So do you, once you know what the budget is, do you have specific things that you consider tried and true, or does it really depend on what the target market is to how you're going to use the funds to budget, or I guess to market?
Yeah, no, it